Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're watching the greatest American of all time, Chris Jericho, wrestling on AEW Dynamite Live right now. Eric is here. I'm here. Knock might be stopping in, so make sure you get your comments in right now. We got a lot to cover. We're covering the new Supergirl, Captain 4, Spidey 4. We've got Rumble reactions, Vengeance Day predictions, and we're going to talk about poor Batman and someone else in the DC universe who got it even worse than Batman. So get your comments in and join the show right now as the West Coast POPCast starts as soon as I get this video up. Here it is. Eric, did you notice that I changed the video?
I thought I saw something a little different, but I can't put my finger on it.
There are 3 different slides in there, and my hidden joke from the other version is still in there that no one's picked up on. I haven't said that the joke's in there, but now I said the joke's in there, so if you want to pay attention to it next time it's on, there's a hidden joke.
That's right. So you guys have a reason to rewatch this episode from the beginning to catch that joke. No, I will.
How you doing, man? How you doing, man? We had a big weekend. How was the rest of your week been?
It was pretty good. You know, I have to say, Zach, I am feeling oh so nice because Mr. Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble twice.
Oh man.
Called it at least 2 weeks in advance. Beautiful storytelling. We're finally going to finish the story.
About damn time. You know, it makes sense that 2K24 is actually referencing that finish your story because now I think they're actually going to do it this year.
It would have been crazy if they gave him the cover of the game and he's just like, well, not going to Mania, didn't win the Rumble, didn't win Chamber.
Hey Cody, you're the host this year. Enjoy.
My God. I am excited from the finisher just because we missed out on a lot while we had to finish the story. We missed out on Sammy, we missed out on Jay, at least the true potential those two could have brought. So I'm hyped to finish the story.
Me too. If you're watching Dynamite, let us know what's going on there. My feed keeps refreshing. So anyways, Dynamite's going on right now. So let us know your thoughts on that. And let us know your thoughts on the Rumble. We did it. We watched the whole thing. And I had to put the women front and center on here because I absolutely love the women's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, no cons in the women's Royal Rumble. We talked about how there were at least 3 moments that I really didn't like in the men's, but no moments at all in the women's I thought needed changing.
Yeah, I thought everything was great. This was a good spot to debut a lot of people, but they chose the main one, Jade Cargill. I thought it was great. It made her look strong. Perfect thing to do, not put her on Raw the next night. Let everyone be, where the hell is she going to show up? She's going to show up on Raw, but, save it. She can come after Mania. She can cost someone a title at Mania, but I like that.
Yeah. I was a little worried because, dirt sheet's going to dirt, but they did say she had some trouble remembering spots. If that's true or not, who knows? But I do hope that I think they're going to invest time in her and wait till she's perfectly ready to do it. She's going to be in that big spotlight.
I think so too. And again, when you are in a situation like this and put into the biggest stage you've ever been on, you're going to be taken aback a little bit. Jordan Grace even said that she forgot to do her pose. She remembered everything in the ring, but she forgot to do her pose. So that's how big of a moment it is for some people that haven't been in a big moment like that. So,
right. Also, the way they spaced out a lot of the women's surprises very well. Like having Naomi come out first. Jordan Grace was like what, number 5, 6 or something like that. But they spaced everything out perfectly. Like nothing overlapped.
The Women's Rumble is a prime example in my eyes of what I would have someone watch if they wanted to know why I love the Royal Rumble so much.
I'll agree with that. I could agree with that. Only I don't know if I would show a first timer because you have to know Jordan Grace and Jadar to really appreciate it. But you know what you don't have to watch to appreciate is the 2008 Royal Rumble where John Cena came back at number 30.
Oh my God.
And he just Superman his way to WrestleMania. That's a Rumble.
I hate you for bringing him up. You know, if you want to bring him up, let's bring him up. John Cena is at it again with his new movie Argyle, which the Cena curse is taking over another movie as this one is getting beat down by Rotten Tomatoes, as all these innocent actors are just taking a beating now from the Cenitis Rotten Tomatoes curse. I think it's at 30% right now. We'll see if it goes up 1% and then back down 32%. It can be possible. The math's in there.
You know how people like to claim that Dave Meltzer is anti WWE and he's a AEW mark. It's clear Rotten Tomatoes is clearly a Dwayne mark who's anti Cena, doesn't want to give Cena his due. Where's his 5-star movie?
Call Vince McMahon because the only thing Cena needs is his due. Nate, how you doing?
How's it going, Nate?
2K24, get ready, Eric. It's all going to happen all over again.
Nate, I don't think I can ever do that again because I'm afraid of finding another Triton. I don't think the gimmick can handle another megastar.
The rest of the Rumble, I gotta say, it kind of lagged. They could have shortened up the 2 matches in between, but that's just, I guess, hindsight, because when you're booking on paper, you think you're booking all these big stars and giving them moments. But I mean, it's the Rumble, and you come off a hot Rumble like the women's one. I don't know. Maybe we should just add a musical guest and got right to the men's.
Sorry, I'm gonna answer that in a second, Nate.
Okay.
I'm single, but let's keep it PG. I will say I think I was fine with the men's championship match because that was a nice breather. That one was nice. KO and Logan, that was disappointing. That was not as fun as I thought it would be. Finish, I kind of liked. I appreciate little sneaky fun there, but yeah, the whole match itself. Maybe Jelly Roll should have done something. Maybe he should have given us a show.
Maybe he was trying. Who knows? The rest of it was good. The Rumble winners were perfect. Again, just built up for story-wise, kind of predictable, but totally cool with that. And I don't want to say it fell flat, but Andrade coming out, I didn't. Again, we're listening with the sound off. Let us know if you heard something different, but I didn't hear the hugest pop.
I think I heard a pop, but not. Actually, I'll be honest. I think I heard more of a pop than I thought he would get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I had a fun time streaming. That was just a blast. I absolutely love doing the Rumble with you guys.
Oh yeah, that's the best stream of the year. It sucks we have to wait till next year for it.
I know.
But if you haven't seen it yet, guys, it doesn't matter if you already watched the Rumble. Go back and check it out. It was fun. You can play along with the drinking game after it happened.
You can all year long. Forget about close with the Rumble drinking game.
Yeah. Oh man, something I did not predict was how many people would point and stare at the fucking WrestleMania sign. Usually it's just 2 people, but everyone was doing it.
I can't. That was the dumbest move. That made going to the top rope seem logical.
You're right. Oh man. It's like they knew, like, I'm not going to get through this year. I'm not going to win, so I might as well get it out of the way now. Have it on camera.
Exactly. A lot of good stuff in here. They're building up some good storylines here. Tiffany Stratton, she might be called up. Braun Breaker said he was called up in a post-Rumble interview, and now they're backtracking that. So maybe he Steiner mathed himself into the main roster. I don't know.
Yeah, because isn't he in the finals of a tag tournament with Corbin, or was that a long time ago?
He is. I am so glad you're in it right now. Let me put the banner up here so people know what we're talking about today. And yeah, give any final thoughts you want on the Rumble. I had a great time. And last question: do you think they did enough to get Jay versus Jimmy for WrestleMania?
No, I was severely disappointed. I think that face-off. Maybe they're like, oh, that's the moment, that's the selling point. But no, that was the selling point for the Rumble, like that interaction. But they didn't do anything. They faced off, had maybe a minute of fighting, and then they never touched again.
Yeah, I want to bring up too. I don't know what the point was with how the Usos got eliminated, and maybe 1 or 2 other people in the men's match. But Braun being the substitute for Brock Lesnar and just replacing him and not adjusting anything else around that, you could tell while watching the Rumble. And then you find out that it is later on, it makes it seem like that's not creative at all. He could have done something.
Well, I mean, how much time do they have? They have a full day before? Is that when Lesnar news broke out? Was it the day before or was it 2 days?
Yeah.
I I mean, it was disappointing because they really did just was he eliminated by Dominic too, or
Oh shoot, I can't remember. I think I was adjusting the slide when he got eliminated.
yeah. Honestly, I during the Rumble, Noob and Co and I thought that they swapped roles. That Gunther was now Brock and Braun was now Gunther. I wish they did that because you could have had Dominic eliminate Gunther. Gunther fights Dom as Brock was planned. You just switch everything. Just have Gunther be the Brock going into WrestleMania and walk out with the title.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what happens. All right, good Rumble overall. So let us know what you thought about the Rumble. Again, man, Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace, Naomi, the women overall, and some good stuff with the men. Good spots in the men, and I did appreciate the Punk versus Cody going as long as it did.
Yeah, that was a good move. They really had me on the edge of my seat. I thought Punk had it in the bag, but as you guys can see, the streak continues. The CEO is always going to be saved by the EVP.
Such bullshit. I thought I had in the bag having Punk, and then
oh man. Next year I'm getting Cody again, and he's gonna go for the 3-peat.
I'm sure you will, because that's never been done before, and they'll do it with Cody.
Stone Cold's watching this saying, why can't I be that son of a bitch?
What'd you think of the Punk promos on Raw? I don't have a slide for Monday Night Raw, but what'd you think of the promos for Raw?
I think I think a lot of people listening to this are gonna hate me. I've made it very clear. I don't love the fact that CM Punk gets as much love as he does, but I felt bad for the guy. I was like, okay, it's Royal Rumble, he got injured. Like, he was supposed to go to Mania and fight Seth. I feel bad for him on a human-to-human level. That said, that promo pissed me off, and I do not like him. Okay. Daniel Bryan retired twice. Both times he gives us a passionate speech. You feel for the guy. You really feel that this guy is bearing his soul to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk does that. Why is he bringing up a guy who has cancer? Why is he bringing up best of the world firefighters are? These are all things that are said to get pops. These are all this is not a passionate plea of I'm sorry, I'm sad, and I'll be back. This is I want the crowd to be loud and I want them to feel something. I just thought it was a cheap pop. I did not like it one bit.
Okay. I kind of liked it actually. I see what you're saying though. Reach into your own history, and I got it.
Like, to me, it just came out of nowhere. That's why I don't get.
Yeah. Speaking of coming out of nowhere, Seth saying that Cody should go for his title makes me think that all the shit talking he was doing about Roman Reigns means the Bloodline might beat his ass, and Elimination Chamber might be for that belt, and that makes Cody go for Roman's belt tenfold.
Oh, so you're saying that Roman takes Seth's belt?
No, Roman takes Seth out for being a smartass. So then Seth goes for surgery alongside with Punk. Since his match got screwed, might as well go for surgery anyways. Why not? I don't want to see Seth versus Gunther when Seth's like 50%.
I actually really like that idea because when Seth came out, a big reason I didn't like the Cody Rhodes, that whole promo is because Cody has to say no. And then when he says no, he's basically saying that your title is great, but it's not the one I want. It still kind of buries Seth's title a little bit. But if he's taken out, I really like that. That would work out.
That's what I do. Let us know in the comments what you would do for the belt. Cody's obviously going for Roman. Otherwise, why would they do the point in that big whole spiel at the end of the Rumble? But yeah.
Right.
And let us know what's going on for Dynamite. Let us know who Swerve Strickland's partner is. I think Heyman cut a promo this week saying he was going to go with a veteran. So I don't know if I'd do that with Swerve.
So Swerve, he's picking Swerve's opponent, or is it tag match?
Because Swerve picked his opponent in Leona. So it's a dealer's choice.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, I actually kind of like
Yeah.
that. Raw did that a while ago, like years
Yeah.
ago. So I like when they do
It was good shit, pal.
that.
All right, that was the Rumble. Eric, now that we talked about the Rumble, we got a new PLE coming this weekend. Are you ready for NXT Vengeance Day?
Oh boy, I forgot about Vengeance Day. I'm kind of excited for this. This looks like a good card.
Don't forget about the big V, Eric. It is here this Sunday on the Peacock. That's right, the big V on the cock this weekend. These jokes just write themselves, and I feel like
Vince is
such a
somewhere.
hack.
Vince is somewhere getting off on this.
Oh. So
this
you
this
don't.
guy knows what he's talking about.
You don't normally watch NXT. You're usually busy on Tuesday nights. Is that correct? So you're not too familiar with what's going on?
That's correct.
All right. Let's have some fun then. I want you to give your predictions based on storylines you make up in your head.
Okay. My
All
first
right.
question, real quick,
Yes.
just to give anyone who's doubting that I don't watch NXT, is Trick Williams in 2 matches on Vengeance Day? Is he double duty?
Yes, he is. The Dusty Classic match is probably going to kick it off. That's going to be the first one. Trick and Mello versus, I forgot the name. If someone can think of the name of Braun and Baron Corbin, let us know. But that is the final match in the Dusty Classic. 2 people put together rather than tag teams. So let's just do on that for a second to get to noob here. When I think of Vengeance Day, I keep thinking about Metal Gear Rising. Vengeance, I like that. Mr. All Power, how are you doing? And Wolf Dogs, that is it. Trick and Mellow against the Wolf Dogs. Yes, we know Eric won. You don't need to type that in.
We needed to know. I forgot for a second there. Thank you for reminding me.
All right, Eric, Wolf Dogs versus Trick and Mellow. Who's going to win and why?
Okay. I am going to say, and it's from the Dusty Classic, right?
Yes.
I'm going to say Baron Corbin is going to pin Mello. Because I want to see Trick. I think they've got to do the Trick versus Mello storyline. It has to happen in NXT.
Yes.
So I think Mello takes the pin and he just goes crazy. He's like, I can't believe I let the guy who was just happy and sad, the guy who failed a cash-in attempt, the guy who came down to my brand, I let him pin me and you didn't stop it. And then main event time, he's gonna get involved, but I'll talk about that prediction when we get to that match.
Okay. Mr. Alparo, talk about your PlayStation 5, I do believe you mean, unless you're in the future. You go WrestleMania weekend. I like that setup too. Let's get into the next one. It's going to be Joe. I should probably be wearing a shirt. Gacy versus I'll See You in Hell. Dolph Lundgren, Dijakovic. This is I forgot what it was last night, but Gacy came out of a dumpster and popped his head up and told Ava what kind of a match it was supposed to be, like a no holds barred or some shit. So, who is going to win this match and why?
I'm going with Dominic Dijakovic because if he is not winning every non-title match, why is he still in NXT? What's he doing down there? At this point, he needs to leave or make something happen.
I agree. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Gacy either. Schism. All right, let's go into the top right here. We have Tony D, Stacks, and I forgot who their Goomba is here. I forgot her name. I forgot the name of the female on the other one, but In the Mud or Out the Mud? I think it's Out the Mud, but it's Reggie's crew. So this is a mixed tag match right here. Eric, who's going to win and why? And the more creative you can be with a storyline for this, because I think the storyline they have is kind of weak.
So, first of all, day one, I repped Tony D'Angelo. People didn't think that I knew what I was talking about. The guy who predicted Cody Rhodes winning the Rumble twice in a row. They didn't think I knew what I was talking about. So I know what's going to happen. Tony D'Angelo is going to go out there. He's going to fake an injury. He's going to say, I had too much of my mama's gagool last night. My stomach's not feeling that well. So he's going to back out. It's going to be a 3-on-2. As the match goes on, lights go off, and we just hear a Tommy gun go off. Lights come back on. I don't remember the other team's name, but one of them is just out. We're doing this. I know we have 3 weeks of not talking about Impact. Thankfully, Knock isn't here, so he can't say I'm stealing their ideas. But we're doing this TNA style. Someone's been moidled.
Moidled. What if it's Scripps? What if poor Scripps takes it?
And this leads to the next best whodunit NXT mystery. We haven't had one since Gargano and Aleister Black. We need one.
I absolutely love that idea. I love it. And then you could just do like the most fun stuff backstage. I'm a big fan of that. Especially if it's Florida. No one's going to really flinch at a gunshot. Let's get into let's get into Obafemi versus Dragon Lee. North American Championship here. Take it away. Who's going to win and why?
Man, I'm going to say I feel bad because I forgot his name already. Obafemi is going to win because as Dragon Lee's going for the pin, Kalisto is going to come back and say that there's only room for one real luchador in WWE. Ooh. And he's going to botch on the way out, but that's fine. But he's going to come back. He's going to interfere. And that means Sasha Banks is coming back because Kalisto and Sasha are best friends.
Well done. I like it. Look out, NXT Level Up. Let's get into the women's championship match. Lyra Valkyrie versus Roxanne Perez, who might be teasing a heel turn.
I am going to say this ends in a countout because I just saw the banner at the bottom. John Cena is not trash, people.
Hey, it's a news banner, so it's news. It's like any other news source on television. It is facts.
My goodness. It's going to end in a count out because they're both going to realize that because they're so young, it is close to their bedtime. They're going to have to go home, get some sleep, but the ref is still going to have to count them out. So I guess the title will not change hands. They're going to have their match. The rematch will have to be earlier in the night.
Okay. Obafemi's going to retain Dragon Lee's. Yeah, he's going to the main roster. He's got a new video package too. Speaking of young, Von Wagner's kids are creeping me the hell out, so they can stay off TV for a while. Let's get into the main event. His second match of the night. Trick Williams, yeah, versus Isla Dragunov for the championship. Go ahead.
You know, actually, I thought Mello was gonna interfere and cost Trick the championship, but I think Mello was gonna try. But then Booker is gonna come off a commentary and even the odds so that Trick wins because Booker knows that once Trick is on the main roster, he can't do his freestyle anymore. The checks are gonna go down. So if he can keep him as NXT champion, he can keep him around as long as possible.
I like it. I like it. I like that a lot. DQ finish for the women's match because of Tatum. Yeah, that's an easy out. Yeah, that is it. Mr. All Power.
Oh, that hurts my feels.
All right, those are Eric's predictions based on not watching NXT for months. So there you go, Mr. All Power. He hasn't watched it for months, but let us know yours in the comments. I know that we did, so appreciate that. This Sunday, NXT Vengeance Day. The champion or the trash talking already.
You want to play, pal?
All right. Let's get into PlayStation State of Play. They did that today. Just wrapped up. Anything on the screen here excite you?
I was excited for Final Fantasy VII until I realized that it's still just half a game. I don't know how we're getting away with that in today's day and age, to give away half a game, but apparently that's where we are. That's how we're doing this.
Awful. I know, like, when I stopped paying attention to Final Fantasy, they came in packs like this because they're 7 discs long.
Right.
I wasn't too hyped about anything. The Sonic game that's on here. There's another Silent Hill game. And then I forgot the other one. The one with Norman Reedus. Death Strand 2?
Yeah, Death Stranding or something like that. The
Yeah.
walking simulator.
Yeah. So those are the big games that came out today. I may do the Silent Hill game since it's free, the whole thing. I may stream that one, but let us know if you're gonna as well, so we can watch it.
Is it a long game or is it
I don't think
obviously
so. I don't know the length of it.
yeah. I mean, I've made very clear my stance on horror games. I cannot touch them. I cannot go anywhere near them. So more power to you, Zach. I will be watching with the lights on when you stream it.
Okay. The Silent Hill 2, I think remake was also released or reviewed today on the State of Play, so that's coming out this year. But the Silent Hill game, it looks like it should be free, so we'll see about that. Let's just go down the chats here. Any drinking games? I probably will when I play the Silent Hill game. Will the Women's Dusty Classic get announced? Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe they'll do that at Vengeance Day. I do like that they do them separately.
Yeah.
How bad is it when games from the 90s? That's another thing too. Like everyone's pumping up some games here that are coming out. Like we're talking in our chat here. What company is trash? Rocksteady.
Oh yeah.
So we'll talk about that in a bit. But like Naughty Dog, all these games are like really taking their time coming out with games or just coming out with remakes.
Right. Which I mean, what's the cure to it? I guess people just stop buying the remakes so we can send a message. But there's always going to be. Actually, out of curiosity, as a father yourself, when your kid is old enough to play games,
Yes.
are you more likely to buy the original, or are you likely to buy them a remastered remake HD version?
With some of these, I'm probably going to go with the remakes, like especially if you play something that's kind of wonky, like the first PlayStation era games. So for me personally, I have it all lined up already because I still have all my old systems. So we're going to learn, and we're going to move on up as is. But it's a good question. I'm probably going to do remakes of a lot of these, just because they are a lot smoother. Like the Tomb Raider one, it's really tough to play that, the original one. So I'm excited for a remake of that. The Resident Evil remake, a lot better than the original one, especially because you don't have to wait for like 5 minutes for a door to open.
Okay. Nice. I still download programs to play the original Xbox. So I'm still waiting for a Jet Set Radio Future remake, even though the sequel has been announced.
Would you do remakes or the originals with the kid?
I think you got the right answer. I think the remake. As long as it doesn't change too much of the gameplay aspects, because there's a game called Cell Damage that came out on Xbox and PS2, I think, and for some reason they did a remake like a year later, and they changed the gameplay of it significantly for the worse.
Oh, that's not good. Noob is excited about the new Sonic game, Sonic X Shadow Generations. I never wanted a remaster sequel to Sonic Generations. Except for that, I didn't watch the footage on that one. And then we got Jet Set Radio was fun. All right, that is the state of play. Let's talk about the state of doo-doo next. The state of doo-doo. Let us know if you're playing this game. Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. This thing is it's not even people trashing this game. It's this game trashing itself with patches, with $20 worth of apology for in-game loot money, with being on sale already, up to 20 to 30% off in some places.
Oh no.
This is not looking too good. And what happens to the Justice League, people are having an issue with online.
So I'm assuming they die. Okay, first of all, I think it's fair to say that we don't care about this game. We knew it was going to be trash, so we're fine talking about spoiler territory. If you, for some reason in the chat, care, cover your ears, I guess, because I want to know.
Yes.
Did they die? Is that what's going on here?
Yes, I watched all the cutscenes. They all die. The biggest one here that people are complaining about is Batman. So the Batman dies in this. It's I'm not a fan of how they did it, but again, I don't care about this game.
I mean, I get being upset about Batman because this is rock steady Batman and it's Kevin Conroy. It's a shame his last performances in this shitty game, but we did just play 4 Arkham games worked with this Batman and we're killing him unceremoniously for loot box money for in-game currency. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, sorry I put the picture on there for a spoiler, but if you want to know what happens, Eric, I can say so. Spoilers, cover your ears if you don't want to hear, because I will talk about another person that dies as well. All right.
You've been warned.
All right.
I thought you said it and it got censored.
May I have your attention, please?
Eric, take it away.
Alrighty. Anything can happen on a live web show, folks. While Zach figures that out, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this game looks so bad. I actually was going to bite the bullet. I knew this game was gonna be bad. I bought Gotham Knights knowing it was bad because I wanted to play it. But looking at the video, the footage of Suicide Squad, I'm not taking that bullet. Unless it goes on the Game Pass. Zach will be back. He's gonna go make sure everything's okay. What happened? I'm hoping it was his fire alarm just went off. I will say, I can't be too surprised that the Justice League dies in a game called Suicide Squad. Kill the Justice League. All right, Zach is coming back.
All right, yeah, fire alarm went off. We'll be done by the time it gets to my apartment. All right, yeah, that's the big kicker too. Like seriously, what are you people like freaking out on? I thought the point was like each boss would be a Justice League member and you had to kill them.
Right, like that's what I assumed.
Right.
I will say, I assume that like we'd find out in the end, like, oh, there may be copies or something. But like, I was like, they're not actually gonna kill the Justice League in the Arkham universe, are they? But I guess they did.
Yeah. So Batman dies by the hands of Harley Quinn after a very terrible speech about how he is the issue in Gotham. Some people have an issue with the speech. I do because it's stupid. And some people have an issue with Harley Quinn being the one that kills him while he's handcuffed to a park bench. So they kill Kevin Conroy's Batman, and they think, obviously this is an injustice to how they kill him. Let me just say this. This is absolutely nothing. This is a blaze of glory compared to how they did the Flash. The Flash gets killed by Captain Boomerang. And then you want to know what happens, Eric? You want to know what happens to the Flash?
Oh, God, what happens?
He gets pissed on.
Oh, my God. You can't. Oh, that's terrible. That is fucking terrible. That is terrible.
Captain Boomerang pees on the Flash after he kills him. And people are complaining about Batman?
Yeah. I get they're trying to. No, I don't get it. No, there's no justification. This is stupid. This game is stupid. And the fact that we waited so long for this game is an insult.
Yeah. It isn't just like Mr. Alpar said. Down below Batman, there are the two things that he has left: the Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3, and then Batman: The Caped Crusader.
Really? Okay. I thought this was the last one he had. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. So that's what's out there. Harley Quinn gets revenge for the Joker.
That ruins the Arkhamverse for me in post. That actually hurts me to see that it was that way.
It's not a good death scene, and honestly, if you want to watch it, her speech is so stupid. Again, blaming Batman for giving people trauma in Gotham and being like a bully and stuff. Like, it was the stupidest speech to give Batman, who is a hero in the shittiest city in the world.
Also, she just unknowingly killed the guy who's responsible for the Wayne Foundation, the Martha and Thomas, like the guy who does most of the charity work in the city.
Exactly. So I don't know exactly how the full game ends, but yeah, the Justice League does die, and there is a line in there that hints that this could be an Elseworlds team and another Batman set this up, but I don't know. So if you play the game, let us know. I know the Joker is in Elseworlds in here, so we'll see what happens.
With a fucking umbrella of all things. You could have just given them a crowbar. That's
Stupid.
Writes itself.
Exactly.
Do they
Yes,
ever
worst villain speech
explain-
ever. Yes, thank you, Noob. It is actually.
If you guys know in the chat, do they ever explain why Batman is back? Because the whole point of Arkham Knight is that he's gone as the Batman. The Batman is dead, but I just don't get it. I hate this game already. Oh, this game sucks.
Yeah.
If there's a
Let's
strategy for
move
video
on.
games, you better get it.
I'm sure it will. All right, let's move on to some DC movie news. On the left here, you can see, I forgot his name, but he's your Superman, and this is him in his audition trying on Henry Cavill's suit. So what do you think of him, Eric?
Good. Going for the traditional Superman, the what's it called? The Cadillac, whatever it's called. Yeah, the little twirl. Yeah, I like it. It actually looks like a traditional Superman. I see a little Henry Cavill in there, which maybe that's what they were going for. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think it looks good. The suit's going to
Is
be
he a good actor?
I haven't seen him in anything, but then again, I really don't watch too much new stuff, so I don't know. Who I do know is very good is Millie Alcock, who's now cast as Supergirl. She's from House of Dragons on HBO, forgot the damn Game of Thrones spinoff. So she got recast in the first season because they did a time jump. She was really good, and I was sad to see her get off the show, even though it wasn't killed. I'm happy for her. This is keeping in synergy with Warner Brothers because she's in the family there already with House of Dragon. Now they can kind of like tie that in however they want to. But yeah, she is going to play Supergirl, and it's going to be based off of King's Woman of Tomorrow 8-issue storyline from DC.
Okay, that's good. They have a plan going forward. Out of curiosity, in your opinion, hopefully it's better than what we had before. Would you, if you had the opportunity after Henry Cavill being gone, Zach? Let's see if we still got him here.
Freezing up.
All right, there we go. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, we got some lag going, but we're gonna push through. Would you be Superman? It's the gist of this question. Would you take the chance and be the next Superman after Henry Cavill?
Judging from this dude's IMDb page is not bad, but I'll say yes.
I would be terrified, but I mean, I guess for him, I guess it's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. Damn it, I didn't even click on that, Mr. Alpower. So here's why I went like this, Eric. So Supergirl was cast when Supergirl isn't going to start filming. Supergirl was cast, and they won't say this because she's going to appear in Superman Legacy. It's just the way Hollywood works. This is why she's announced. There's no director cast in Supergirl.
If you guys can hear us, let us know. Looks like Zach is freezing up. Oh wait, no, he's back, I believe.
Am I back? I got you freezing up.
Oh, see on my screen, we both were gone. This is what happens when Knox isn't here.
Yeah, right. Let me get this out really quick. They cast her to go into the new Superman movie. There's no director picked for Supergirl, so it's just kind of weird that they cast in a movie without the director wanting to do the casting.
Okay, so yeah, that is actually pretty. Wow, DC is in shambles, man. Why is it so hard? What's going on here?
I don't know. Let's get into. I played the demo. I might get the actual game if it goes on sale, Mr. Alpower. I did like Tekken 8.
It looks good. I'm still so far behind on fighting games. I still have to get Street Fighter 6 and then Mortal Kombat 1. a couple more games ahead of the list. I'm a fan. Okay. I have to get it for Peacemaker.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, DC is in shambles. Let's get into some Marvel news. Let's start on the right. What do you think of Captain America's new outfit? That was the leak.
I think I like it. I think it looks good. Maybe get him like a headpiece, or maybe it's just a bad angle for his hair or his head. But yeah, I think maybe like some on top.
Yeah, I think a little something might be. Yeah, he's got my hairline. It looks like. So this movie got rewrites, so many rewrites that it's being assumed now that the whole movie got rewrote. And it is now being reported this week that Seth Rollins and the Serpent Society have been cut altogether from the movie.
Oh, I'm terrified. I'm very scared because if you're going to move on from Steve Rogers, the movie has to be good, but they haven't really given us an indication it's going to be.
Right. This I'll kind of give a pass for because at least they stopped mid-production and mid-filming and said, wait a minute, this isn't what we want. Let's start.
Right.
Let's start all over. Let's put the money into it, start all over, and whatever, and make it better.
Okay. That's a very good point.
Do you think Thunderbolt is in trouble, Eric?
I honestly haven't heard anything about it. I don't think I'm too worried. I think Marvel and Disney have the money to do whatever they want. Like you said, they just stopped mid-production and started over on this, so they've got the money.
Thunderbolts I wouldn't really put out. We'll see though. I think it's too many troubles along, or too troubled along. So let's get to Spider-Man 4. It is now being reported that Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios do not see eye to eye. Sony wants pretty much what we already got. They want all three Spider-Men back into it, and they want it to be a fun little ride in the multiverse, while Marvel Studios wants it more grounded. They just want Spider-Man. They want Peter Parker to discover being a hero all over again in New York City and have it more grounded, with the only appearances being maybe Daredevil and possibly Kingpin. So we'll see what happens on that. I really think we're past the multiverse, and going smaller with Spider-Man will get us back on track with Marvel.
Oh, absolutely. We got a tremendous moment. We got to see all three of these on the screen together. That was amazing. I still love that movie. That said, you did it. You gave us what we wanted. Now let's stop giving fan service and let's actually make some good quality. But that said, I will say, after, what's the second one called? No Way Home, or was that Far From Home or something?
Far From Home.
Yeah. After that, because there was talks of Sony and Marvel breaking up then, and they just last minute came together. After that, I said, as long as we get a third one, they can break up. I just wanted a third one. So if Marvel and Sony break up, I'm not hoping for anything else. They managed on Christmas who divorced. They made nice on Christmas Day for their kids. Now they can split up and do whatever they want.
Yeah. And there's some trades out there saying Madam Web is Sony telling one-off superheroes not doing this thing. Don't get fooled. This is bullshit, because the only reason this movie got greenlit is because of its attachment to Spider-Man and Tom Holland and the MCU.
Yeah.
So they just took a cutscene out or something at the very end to make it standalone. And you want to know a big kicker? Dakota Johnson switched her talent agency here in Hollywood the day the trailer was released after she saw it. So that's how good Madam Web's going to be.
At this point, I know Spider-Man is the most profitable superhero character in the game, but could Disney just shell out enough? Just take the leap and shell out enough to buy the rights from Sony? Is there a number that they can throw out there? It's going to be at least $1 billion, but it's got to be worth it.
I don't think Sony sells, because this is one of the things that keeps them on track from not needing a streaming system or service. So they can just put their crap on Stars, and now the latest Spider-Man's on FX and probably on Disney Plus soon. But this keeps them as a movie studio. So I think that's why they're going to keep Spider-Man around.
I'm going to say something that people might not agree with. I would prefer a world where Marvel got Spider-Man and Sony kept the X-Men. I'd be fine with that trade-off. I'd rather them fuck up the X-Men than Spider-Man. It's too painful.
The guy who did First Class was Vaughn. He's doing John Cena's new crappy movie that's coming out with poor Henry Cavill and everyone else that's attached to this parasite. The director of Argyle, he came out. He said he saw bits of Deadpool 3 because we're going to get the teaser during the Super Bowl. He saw bits of the actual movie and basically said this is what's going to bring MCU fans back and revive the MCU, this movie. So I'm looking forward to the X-Men coming to Marvel. But again, this isn't that. This is Ryan Reynolds playing with Fox properties and having fun with it.
Right. I mean, I'm hopeful for it. I actually just watched the Marvels like 2-3 nights ago, and I saw the end credit with Beast. So it kind of got me a little excited for it. So I'm excited to finally see some mutants.
Yeah. You got some D-tier mutants that the Disney Plus shows put out there, but I think I had one more Marvel bit that I didn't make a slide for because I got some like late news on it, but I think that must be it. That's all I got.
Fantastic Four news or anything?
They might be rewriting that to rewrite Mr. Fantastic's history to be more towards Pedro Pascal's ethnicity.
Okay.
That's the only Fantastic Four news I have, which is fine. I'm fine. Just make it flesh out characters. That's all I care about. I want characters, not CGI and effects.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's good. We'll see. I'm curious if they'll make him a devoted husband or if they're going to go with the devoted scientist route who neglects his wife.
Well, the other thing I've heard is that the kids are going to be in here already, and there might be a love triangle with Victor Von Doom. Yeah. All right. Well, X-Men 97 comes out in March. They don't know exactly when in March, but it's going to come out in March, noob. So I'm looking forward to it as well, even though the animation looks a little too much like Archer from what I've seen. I know I saw like someone take a photo and or a video of something from a TV screen. So, but it looks like Archer.
That's a weird style to go for an action.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Eric?
No, I think we covered pretty much most of what I had in mind.
Okay. All right. Knock and I are going to GCW The Coldest Winter 2 this Saturday night, so we'll expect footage. We'll try to get that whole Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona match on the channel. And then later in the month, we're going to go see Prestige. And Ali's going to be there. He's going to fight Speedball Mike Bailey. So look for that stuff in February, just like Eric's footage from SmackDown, which is doing great.
Yeah, you guys are in for a good show. I think I saw Kushida was on that card, Jordan Grace. That's a pretty good card.
Yeah, we're front row for GCW, and I'm trying to find the crappiest clothes I have because I know we're going to get a bunch of junk on us.
Surprised it's not going to be glass flying everywhere and
spit and blood.
Yeah, GCW is a weird thing, man. It's weird. It says something that GCW tickets you got the front row for, but we were not able to ever get PWG.
I know.
One day.
Yeah, we'll have fun at that. All right, that is pretty much it. So let us know in the comments if you got anything else you want to talk about or hit up. Eric, any final thoughts before we head on out?
Just thank you guys for joining us. We know this was a faster episode, but if you want more of us, go watch the 3.5 long, maybe 4 hour long Royal Rumble stream we just did. It was the best stream of the year. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. Subscribe, hit the like button, and just remember, this is only week 1 of 3 weeks of no TNA talk because I saved you. You're welcome. Wasn't this a great week, Zach? We didn't talk about TNA once. It was beautiful. My blood pressure has never been lower.
No TNA. And it's funny, there's someone from TNA on the thumbnail, but it's from a WWE pay-per-view.
Exactly. She's even trying to get away from there. She was running so fast at WWE, she forgot to take off her belt.
Yeah, Mr. Alpar, I'm going to burn whatever clothes I have at the GCW show. NWA Power on the CW streaming app, and everyone was already upset about NWA didn't stream it worldwide. I might watch that, noob. I might try that out. PWG is not going to have shows. Whoever runs that had some family stuff happen, so we'll see when they get up and running again. Hope everything works out with them. And last,
we would not talk about TNA Impact Wrestling.
We are not talking about TNA. You had a deal. We had a deal.
But hey, you didn't know this is the post show. Post show TNA. Here we are. Jump in the chat, baby. Oh man. That traffic for the time I texted you guys was insane. I wanted to strangle somebody.
If you're gonna come here talking right about TNA, I would have asked them to have a little more rush hour your way.
All right. Knock hot off a Hollywood set. I won't ask you what it's about just in case you have an NDA or something going on with that. Do you want to do a speed round of everything that we talked about and give quick answers?
Yeah, let's do it. If everybody wants to listen, you guys in the chat, let me know.
Of course. It's the final boss. Damn it. All right, here we go. Anything on Dynamite? You catch anything, or should we move on?
I haven't seen anything today.
All right, let us know in the chat if you did. Oliver,
but we're getting a lot of Jeff Hardy.
Well, yeah, you can play online. TK listens. Yeah. All right, next up, Knock. Any thoughts on the Royal Rumble you want to get on?
Royal Rumble was amazing. We streamed it for 4 hours on Saturday. Whether you like him or hate him, it sucks what happened to CM Punk. The main event's in trouble. Shout out to Jade Cargill. She's going to kill it with Bianca Belair, whatever they do.
Nice.
Oh, and props to R-Truth. We forgot to give that earlier.
R-Truth, hot tag. I'm slightly worried about the Jimmy versus Jey Uso at Mania, though, because,
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Cody. I was rooting for Cody the whole time.
Didn't seem like
it. Any thoughts on Vengeance Day coming up this Sunday? Anyone that's being called up? Anything surprising? Or
it should be a good card. It should be Braun Breaker's last match, hopefully. He needs to be up there. I have not followed any of the Tony D'Angelo stuff. I'm not going to lie. I forgot they were in tag team champions. Oba Femi's about to dominate Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roxanne. I think she's going to get the W. Trick Willie. My boy going to get cost the match by Mello. He's not winning, but he should. People were very hyped about him with his reception on SmackDown. Not on SmackDown, the Rumble.
He was at the Rumble?
Was it SmackDown? Am I?
It was
SmackDown. Yeah, I'm tripping, man. Yeah. It's been a long day.
All right. Love your scripts. Out the mud. State of play today. Anything out of the PlayStation State of Play that got your attention?
Anything cool that you guys might have saw? I didn't get to see much of this. I forgot it was coming on today. I heard about the Silent Hill 2, and then Hideo Kojima's doing a game. He's just chopping himself around. He's doing an exclusive game for Xbox, now another exclusive game for PlayStation. So I'm curious. It was like a spy espionage type game or something like that. So something maybe similar to Metal Gear.
Yeah. Still hiding boxes. I'll take it.
Yeah. And then Final Fantasy. This is like, I'm pretty sure if everything's still on track, that's the second of the 3 parts they're doing for that game.
Yeah, I just make one long ass game and sell it as is. Stop with the parts.
If they waited, I think it would take like so many years for them to get it done. I don't know.
But who's dying for? I don't know. I'm not dying for like a game that's already been made. Like if it's like a
have
new
you seen
game,
Adam Cole? That man going crazy for this.
Britt Baker's no selling it.
All right,
Suicide
Suicide Squad. Any thoughts on the Batman dying? And do you want to know what happens to the Flash?
Wait, what? Any thoughts on this massive spoiler? I'm not gonna play the game anyways. I don't really care. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Sorry.
I hate to see Samoa Joe go out like this, but he's a good guy. I don't want to see him be associated with anything like this. You know, this is like the Cat Williams thing. You have a unnatural allegiance to losers, and he should have signed up for this one. But I'm sure the check cleared. This is my thing with the game. I didn't think they were actually going to kill people. Like I thought we'd get like some of the lesser known Justice League people to die. I didn't think we'd kill Batman. That's kind of crazy. That's like what I'm guessing, like a final boss or what?
So what I'm hearing is you were surprised that in the game called Kill the Justice League gets killed.
Yeah, but that's usually just like filler. That's like we're just kidding. We're not really going to do it. We're trying to get you in the door, but we'll figure something else out to get you to stay.
Not gonna give you 3 guesses. after the Flash dies, what happens to him?
Hold on, everyone's dying for real?
It isn't the Arkham universe. Keep that in mind. The
I spent-
Batman
I spent
you
a-
played.
Okay, that's where I was confused.
Yeah.
So this is Arkham Batman?
Yeah, he's dead. You kill him,
That doesn't really make sense to me. That's kind of a slap in the face, I'll be honest with you.
even though
Listen,
he was supposed to be gone.
I'm not you can kill Batman. I get it, it's cool, probably something different. What is everyone's obsession with killing Batman now? You have Suicide Squad, you had the Titans show that came out, trying to kill Batman.
Oh yeah.
Like what are we doing here, man? Why are we slapping our guy in the face like this, man? This is crazy.
People are running out of ideas.
But
All
you
right,
said I had
cool
3
makes
guesses.
Superman
What
happen.
was that?
Let's give Knock 3 guesses to what happens to the Flash after he dies. Eric, give him the first hint.
Whatever you think it is, Knock, it's worse.
Okay, well, I feel like is it this obvious? Because like you said, what happens to him after he dies? So is he coming back as like a zombie, or are we like? I feel like that's kind of
Worse.
worse to come back as
Eric,
a zombie.
Second clue.
Do we get to play as the Flash as he's like Oh, second clue.
Okay,
Second
second. I almost gave a number. It's something that happens to his corpse.
And he's not a zombie.
No.
I guess I just grew up in the zombie age. I have lack of creativity here.
All right, I'll give you the third hint.
All right.
Third hint, 2 people. Vince
2
McMahon, R.
people?
Kelly.
Oh no. Oh God, no.
Oh man, I'm fighting for my life. He gets
Yes, yes,
what?
yes.
What? Who made
That
this
was my
game?
same fucking reaction.
Who wrote this? Like you're like the round table to come up with some ideas. So let's have a pee on the Flash right after. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Clap it up. How do you write that in a game? Are you serious? No one said I don't know about this one. Who's your target audience for that? That's what I want to know.
2 names: Vince McMahon, R. Kelly.
There you go. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. There's no justice in this game.
Nope.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Next up, Knock. Any thoughts on the new casting for Supergirl? It is Millie Alcock from House of Dragons. Great stuff in there, so I'm excited.
I know like there was like 3 of them that was in the running for like a bit now, and then I think she took the lead. I think that was kind of hard for anyone else to win it. I mean, she's in the not the DC family, but the Warner Bros. And that stuff, so that'd have been a hard win for anyone else to get. But shout out to her. She was good in House of Dragons, so I think that'd be pretty cool to see this happen. I'll be up for I forget her name in real life, but the girl who plays Supergirl on the TV show. It'd be kind of cool if she had a little cameo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy, I have no idea about him at all.
Yeah, I forgot his name already.
The more I look at him, the more I just see Henry Cavill.
That wasn't Henry Cavill? Wow, you might as well just cast Henry Cavill. Like, what was that?
He's like the dude who runs the dry cleaners who tries on other people's clothes.
Oh my goodness.
Your thoughts on the new Cap suit and the discourse between Sony and Marvel and what they want to do for Spider-Man 4? And Seth
Yeah, I
Rogen's
mean,
working on
I
Cap
feel like
4.
there's always been like not a shaky relationship between Sony and Marvel, but like they kind of just put up with each other. It kind of felt like for years. After the success of the last one, I can kind of see why they want to go back and bring everyone else. But this is Tom Holland Spider-Man. Let him have his his own. This is his 4th film, and I feel like we're still building him up. We haven't really got to he's fully like the Spider-Man. So let him have his own movie. I think you can do separate movies with Andrew Garfield. We're gonna bring him back, give him his 3rd movie. You can do that as well. I mean, we have all these streaming services now. I think we can be a little creative with that. Falcon, that's the suit. I mean, that's a good suit. I don't think I see anything wrong with it. I need him to step up though and really carry the movie because it's gonna be all on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's everything we talked about.
Man, so really no TNA in here.
Yeah, that's what happens, Knock. You guys thought I was throwing away a prediction when I said Cody wins it twice. But you know what happens, Knock? You know what happens when you take the bet, you have to take the consequences. You're a betting man, you know this. You had your wins, you had your losses. This just happened to be a loss.
I guess
Just for you. This is a win for everybody else because no TNA, baby.
If CM Punk didn't get hurt, I think he might have had the victory there.
If TNA, if fuck, you got me saying TNA on my fucking brain now. If CM Punk had a machete, he would have lost the Rumble.
Cody. But yeah, these two shows, we're going. February's gonna be packed with wrestling content. Keep an eye out for that, man. Nick Nemeth versus Matt Cardona. I'm excited for it. Obviously, Mustafa Ali's that's my highlight of both shows, I think.
Yeah. Jordan Grace now, man. After that performance at the Rumble.
Yeah, if that show's not already sold out, I think it will sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy month, man. I'm very excited. Hopefully, again, public service announcement: everyone uses deodorant, shower before you come to the show, especially sitting next to your boy. I don't know if I can tolerate it again. One more show. What's the other thing? Oh, GCW, man. We're gonna be in for it, man. First front row.
Yeah. You guys might get caught on camera, so it might flip you off.
Hey, I'm ready.
Is what's that guy who was all like Mr. GCW? I forgot his name. He did the pizza cutter spot with Jericho.
He was on AEW.
Nick Gage?
No, that's not his name. It's,
Nick Gage, right?
Okay, yeah, maybe it is. Yeah. Is he still? Are you guys gonna get to see him? You guys gonna watch him do what he does best?
I think he might be.
So there's two posters that I don't see up anymore, so maybe they're not showing up. One is him, and the other is one of the people from Insane Clown Posse. I don't know if the ICP guy is showing up because I guess something came out online about him recently, but I thought something came out about him online every year. So those are like two people that I don't think we're gonna get now, but I haven't seen them post about them. So it's weird because they advertise show after show after show after show. They don't just advertise a show and then move on to the next. It's like 5 shows at once.
Right.
I'm still kind of like looking at the comments here, and they really peed on my guy to Flash. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I saw it. I saw the footage, and it's just not.
I don't
whatever. No, I mean it's not like don't show them.
I'm feeling mad now.
So, okay, well, I guess I'll have to follow up as we're kind of journalists in this spell. So who peed on my guy?
Captain Boomerang.
Oh gosh, his villain. That's a villain. First villain. Flash.
As King Shark and Harley with a thumbs up watched.
Just give the crown to my boy Quicksilver at this point. You're the fastest guy in the world. He's still getting peed on. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Chip, chip.
Also, you didn't tell you about the Batman speech. Harley, what was it? She kills Batman and complains that he's the problem with Gotham.
Yeah, watch the thing. There's a couple of specific things she says in there. It's I don't know who wrote that speech, but they don't know what the hell the point of the Batman.
Hold up. Stop the presses. Hearing 40,000 people chanting TNA was music to my ears. Yes.
Sorry, real quick.
To the channel. Yes. 40,000 people, but no one watches TNA, right? No one watches this inspirational wrestling promotion of all time.
I'm sorry. I'm this is a great reunion moment.
Was a win for us. That was a win.
I'm gonna let you, do your thing, but Datilla, you've been gone for a while. In case you didn't know, TNA is banned from this channel for the next 3 weeks because Knock decided to bet against me and my WWE knowledge. TNA is not in. Actually, if there's a modern, I'm going to see if we can ban you, Datilla. I'm sorry. No TNA in the chat at all.
During the stream, though, Eric did say, "Wow, that's a really cool moment." I want that. That is on record. We can find that footage.
He was actually watching the footage of the Flash.
we can get Eric to admit to that because he said it live on stream. He had a natural reaction. Our bet was if Cody lost, he would watch TNA and stream it. Sadly, Cody won. I mean, that's sad. I like Cody, but not in this case.
Fine. Knock wants to pull out the past. Fine. You want to know something else that's on this channel? Go watch them rate the X-Men. Go watch at some point. At some point, Knock has said the words. He said the words, "I'm coming for that ass" about something. So there's plenty on this channel that we don't need to go back on. But if Knock is gonna bring things up,
You know what's coming next, and it's going to happen sooner rather than later. No more Cena on this channel. No more Cena references. No more Cena anything. The only thing we're talking about Cena is every time he gets a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, or every time that I don't know. Let's not even talk about him anymore. Soon, no more Cena chat as well. That is coming very soon because
I would like to bring up overtime before we go. I know I kind of came in at the end here, but Jordan Grace got in there, got a big pop when no one else was really chanting and popping for people because you can't really hear the music, but they recognized Jordan Grace's music and she stood her own. She looked like she belonged. She looked like she would look better than some of the wrestlers in that ring. We had Jordan Grace, we had Trinity, a TNA superstar, a homegrown talent like Trinity in a Royal Rumble.
When she is finally free of the place I'm not allowed to say, and they change her name, it's going to be the best day. I hope they change her name to something like Carol Bonelli.
It looks like it fits.
She's actually, like, let's be honest, was she one of the highlights of the Rumble? Yes, she was. That was total outside action. We gifted WWE a moment. We did. And we brought one of our best storylines of last year on. One of the best rivalries.
What is the point of having a bet if you're not going to honor it?
This is the post show, man. We made that clear. This is the post show. You guys are wrapping up, and we came up for the post show real quick, you know.
All right, that is it. So no more TNA for another 2 weeks, and pretty soon, absolutely no more John Cena. Let us know out there what you got going on this week and what you thought of what we talked about today. Leave comments because we do comment back. Any final thoughts, you guys, before we head on out for the day?
Final thoughts. I want to direct Eric to bodyslam.net. Datilla and her partner are on that doing TNA reviews. If you want to check that out, you can get all your latest stuff from TNA there. Some real in-depth insight and knowledge on one of the greatest promotions of all time. So yeah, Eric, you can check that one out. I'm gonna direct you there. And I will direct that what else. We had the Royal Rumble stream. We also had what else we doing this? We had tier list coming out again. We're getting close. I promise y'all, we're getting close. Shout out to Eric and Zach for holding it down, man. Really appreciate you guys. But yeah,
I will say this is what the first show you didn't even miss. You came late to since we've done the reboot.
I didn't miss. I don't miss, man. I'm Steph Curry.
And the entire time you were gone, we had tech problems. So maybe this
really?
knock does have to be here for the whole thing.
I think TNA's the glue then. There's no tech problems now.
Yo, oh my god! He won the Royal Rumble twice in a row. Knock. What does it take to get rid of TNA?
But what did he do in TNA? What did he do there? He threw somebody Brady couldn't wrestle. He didn't win no world titles. He had the GFW championship. That's what really matters.
Save it for bodyslam.net.
Shout out to Oliver Vergara. Oliver Vergara is a West Coast popper. Bodyslam.net. Yes.
Where are my floppers at?
All right, that's the episode. Thanks everyone for checking it out again. Leave comments on anything. We comment all week, and we're watching Vengeance this weekend.
That's right.
All right, we'll have GCW footage up this weekend, and there's your flops, Eric. Enjoy
I needed it.
And if you want more flops, Argyle in theaters, starring John 0% Rotten Tomatoes Cena, hitting theaters.
I don't know what that movie's about.
Hey, we all know a flop in this world is an A+. So Zach is giving the endorsement.
She'll be back in 2 weeks. We talk about TNA again. That's it. That's the episode. Take care, everyone. Be excellent to each other, and John Cena can take it from Captain Boomerang.
Can get the Oscar.
Non-stop action wrestling. West Coast POPCast. See you guys next week.